quickly by the Sandbox Master. We don't take breaks here on LVT. We're into game 5 C9 against SEN. C9 trying to pull off a reverse sweep. Oh, it's been a good day, Tools. It's been a great day.
Into the Slayer, here we go. Sentinels taking the early lead 10-8. Cloud9, you can see them. This was the problem with the last Slayer that we saw them in. They struggled to generate space on their own. It's really going to come down to them winning some team fights and getting the space on the map. On the other side, Sentinels, very free-flowing team. They love just to move their way up the map. There's not a lot that holds them back.
First blood to Boo Boo. Don't think it will spark too much movement on the map. Both teams kind of waiting and surviving as best they can. All that overshield in 5 seconds. Suspector with the first blood in theory for this wave, but it's traded everywhere. We got a plasma pistol in the back. That's another trade you're seeing on your screen. Now it's Foul trying to move forward in this wave, but Sab is able to sneak away with the overshield. Plasma pistols down as well, so now SEN, they have to group up. They have to move as a team. Try and melt this overshield. Sab has no OS left, and he's back smacked! OS put to absolutely no use at all. And SEN, with the counterplay, survived the scare up by 4.
It's tough timing to get away with, but a 2-kill lead for Sentinels has remained consistent throughout this game. Falcon, he's done such a masterful job of just playing over on this P tower and patrolling left, right. He never gets stuck on an individual player, and it's not every kill for him, but certainly a ton of assists that start to trickle through. And now, because they got those kills all at once, look at the spawns of Cloud9. Yeah. They're trapped.
Wait for nades. Wait for nades. Here we go. Yeah, leave. This is good. You have to wait for the fresh spawners nades. This is so smart by Sentinels, but they've taken too much damage. They tried baiting them out. You can see the intention. Ideally, you want the enemy team all spawning fridge, but I think it was Boo Boo running down P2, forcing that base spawn. But they get enough trades to extend the lead now to 7. So I think we'll forgive whether or not it was a misplay. I'm not sure, but forgive Boo Boo for running down and joining the party, because SEN look in a really strong position here in game 5 to deny a reverse sweep.
Okay, moving up quickly, trying to clean up these kills. Look, a lot of damage put down by his teammates, and Valkyrie will get there in time to clean up at least the first. Players from Cloud9 not going to be able to have any sort of free reign. Overshield coming up in just a couple seconds. Right on top of that thrust. It's important. It's obviously some communication coming in from the coach to let him know about the utility coming up, but Cloud9 won the critical fight when they needed it. Thrust going to go in their possession as well as overshield. The comeback's going to start. It's here and now.
Yeah, down by 7. They are now down by just 3. So the 4-kill swing makes this very, very doable in favor of C9. Not too worried for Skep here. Yeah, there's fresh nades from the Sentinel spawners, but look at what little map SEN have. They're trapped at the back. Is there a player here on nades? There is, but Skep a little bit too hesitant to check, and it's a 4 down for C9. Lost thrust in that back pocket of Falcated, and this is where they want them now. In the fridge, where those fresh nades won't be as effective. Too much damage taken though, Tools, and I believe that thrust was used around the minute mark. So next thrust and overshield both appearing at the same time.
Once again, it's this possession that Cloud9 had, where they had thrust and they had that overshield that didn't result in any deficit reducing for their team, and it's those mistakes that have costed them dearly in the Slayers, right? We saw it in game 2 where they were just going trade for trade, not able to get that deficit, and eventually Sentinels is going to pull up that switch, and they are just going to hit another level. They play fast. They're just looking for that 3 to 4 down. This next overshield comes up in 15 seconds. Thrust going to be soon after that. This is a must win for Cloud9.
It is, and it does not fill me with hope that we've seen SEN timing those dynamic weapons every single game of this series. Haven't seen it so much from C9. They obviously know about overshield, but will they know about thrust? Doesn't matter about knowing about the overshield because Lethal says, I don't care what you know. I'm a multi-time world champ. I'm going to take that OS and I'm going to end this game.
Flooding through Lethal. Just slicing through this team. A hot knife through butter. Nothing can stop it. As Sentinels start to just know that victory is in their hands. Another game 5 that clutches up for the side of Sentinels. And Cloud9 will have to try again next week.
They're really, really heartbreaking for C9. Think of the storm they weathered on Forbidden. For 14 minutes getting ran down by SEN. Think of the clinic they put on. Live fire strongholds. Was it 250 to like, I don't know, 50 less than.
I think it was actually 4. I think it